Hey everyone, Logan here. I hope that you are doing well, whoever's watching this. My wonderful weight loss diary that I do weekly. So I hope that you had a good Thanksgiving if you celebrate, and that you had a good week. I didn't post last week because I was home with my daughter and wife, and honestly did not have time to film. And yeah, so anyways, I completely ugh, I messed up over Thanksgiving. I did not stick to my plan or anything. I tried. I could have tried a lot harder, but I didn't. I honestly, man, I ate a protein lunch. I had tuna, had some, vegetables and stuff. And I mean, it was a healthy lunch. I figured, okay, if I eat a protein filled lunch before I go to dinner, I won't overconsume. Yeah, well, for some reason, I got to my wife's aunt's house, and, you know, I got my first plate, and the portions weren't big. They weren't that big. But after I consumed half of the plate, I was full. I was like, okay, my stomach is satisfied. I do not feel hungry anymore. I honestly wasn't even that hungry when we got there. But of course, it is Thanksgiving, so, you want to eat the food that they prepared, to, and just enjoy your time with family. But for some reason, I finished the plate and then I got a second plate. I really should have stopped then. But no, I had two slices of pie as well. Man, I felt so terrible. I felt like garbage. My stomach hurt so bad. And my inner dialogue to myself was like, seriously, Logan? Why the heck did you just eat all that food? I mean, it was good. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, it tasted good. But I seriously could have just, what I should have done was eat like half of, each portion on my plate, because it does not take a lot for me to get full. It really doesn't. So, but I didn't listen to my body. I didn't stick to my plan. And I honestly called it a hinge. Because for me, that's a hinge. When I keep on eating and I don't stop, and it just, yeah, it messed me up. So unfortunately, I made the decision to restart my sober app about hinge eating. So I'm back on that. Today marks day 5 of being, not hinging, which I mean is good. I mean, I didn't, at least I got back on track pretty much immediately. I did have a, how do I say this? I got a sandwich from work and a side, and I ate the whole thing when I should have just had half of it and put the rest in the fridge for the next day or later or whatever, but I didn't. But that's not really a hinge, because I mean, it's basically a meal, for a lot of people. It's just for me personally, I'm a small woman and I'm also losing weight. So I don't need to eat that much, compared to other people. Because my stomach gets full pretty fast. So, but we are back on the weight loss. I mean, never really stopped. I mean, it was a mistake. It was, something that I just kind of got out of hand for one day. So, I mean, I'm not trying to beat myself up too much over it. I mean, I still did my steps that day. I still drank mostly water. I did have a diet soda. No, wait, I didn't have a diet soda. I'm sorry. I had a lemonade with my Thanksgiving dinner. So, I mean, it wasn't terrible, but for me, it did feel like falling off the wagon. And so I did restart my timer, my sober app, But, what matters is getting back on the wagon. You fall off, and I know a lot of people are thinking, oh, one meal, that's not a big deal, whatever. For me, I guess maybe I'm a little harder on myself when it comes to things like this because I do struggle with, I do struggle with eating. So, but yeah, but we are back on track. And weight update, I am 111 pounds now. So basically, I am down, I think, 3 to 4 pounds since the last time I made a video, which was almost 2 weeks ago. So, I mean, that's good. I'm down, since I started this journey, I was almost 130 pounds. Now I'm 111. So, I think that's really good, Obviously, um, you know, I mean, it worked out in the end. I mean, it sucks that I technically, fell off the wagon, but I'm back on the wagon, getting my steps in, drinking my water. I'm back to eating really healthy. So, I mean, at least I can give myself that peace, like, hey, you messed up for, technically a day and a half, but you didn't let that keep you down. And honestly, I I just don't like that feeling of eating too much, overconsumption. It makes me feel sick and nauseated, and it makes me look at myself in a really negative light, and I don't want to feel that way at all. So I just have to remind myself of that feeling and also give myself some grace because we're humans, we make mistakes. But my entire goal here is to get down to a weight where I feel comfortable and I feel and look my best to me. And I'm going to get there. And so Christmas is about 22 days away. So it's about 3 weeks. So I really am going to try to lose between, realistically, 3 pounds, but aiming towards 6 pounds to have lost by Christmas. So I hope to be 105 pounds by Christmas. 108 to be realistic, because as you lose more weight, it slows down, and I know that. And also, slower weight loss is better and sticks around better as well. So, but yeah, it was rough on Thanksgiving, I'm not gonna lie. I still had a good time. I still enjoyed my time with my wife and daughter and her family. I miss my boys. I'll be seeing them soon. But overall, it's okay. You know, I'm I'm doing the work. I'm still putting in the work. I'm not giving up. And that was my problem over the summer. I would eat a lot and then I'd be like, okay, I need to stop this. And then I'd go for like a week or two doing really, really good. And then I would just fall back into eating garbage. It was just a cycle. And, you know, finally, it's been almost 2 months now. I feel like I'm really snapping out of it. That mentality that you need to eat all the time. I'm working a lot on a lot of stuff. I would like to go back to therapy soon because I do believe that therapy would help me a lot with my issues with eating. So yeah. But anyways, sorry this video is so long. I did not plan on making a video this long. But thanks for watching if you've watched the whole way through listening to me talk. and I will see you guys later. Bye.